Welcome to U.S. History Highlights Studio. In today's episode, we're diving into one of the most significant events in American history. Get ready to learn about the Battle of Gettysburg. The Battle of Gettysburg took place from July 1st to 3rd, 1863, during the American Civil War. But before we delve into the battle itself, let's set the stage with the events that led up to it. In the spring of 1863, the Confederacy was riding high after a series of victories in Virginia. General Robert E. Lee decided to take the war to the north, hoping to relieve pressure on the southern states, gather supplies, and perhaps even encourage foreign intervention or sway northern public opinion towards peace. Lee's Army of Northern Virginia began its march into Pennsylvania in June 1863. Meanwhile, the Union Army of the Potomac, under the new command of General George G. Meade, was in pursuit. The two armies would soon converge in the small town of Gettysburg. The battle began on July 1st, when Confederate forces, searching for supplies, encountered Union cavalry west of Gettysburg. The initial clash quickly escalated, with reinforcements pouring in from both sides. By the end of the day, Confederate forces had pushed Union troops back through the town to the high ground on Cemetery Hill. Day 2, July the 2nd, saw intense fighting as Lee attempted to flank and break the Union lines. One of the most famous and desperate clashes occurred at Little Round Top, a rocky hill on the Union's left flank. Union Colonel Joshua Chamberlain and his 20th Maine Regiment held their ground against repeated assaults, ultimately charging with fixed bayonets to repel the Confederates. Elsewhere on the battlefield, fierce combat raged at locations like the Wheat Field, the Peach Orchard, and Cemetery Hill. Despite heavy losses, the Union lines held firm. The third day, July 3rd, culminated in one of the most dramatic moments of the Civil War: Pickett's charge. In a bold and desperate gamble, Lee ordered a massive assault on the center of the Union line. Approximately 2,500 Confederate soldiers, led by General George Pickett, marched across open fields under heavy artillery and rifle fire. The attack was devastatingly repulsed, with Confederate forces suffering severe casualties. With the failure of Pickett's charge, Lee's hopes for a decisive victory in the North were dashed. On July 4, 1863, he began his retreat back to Virginia, marking a significant victory for the Union Army. The Battle of Gettysburg was a turning point in the Civil War. The Union victory ended Lee's invasion of the North and boosted Northern morale. It also dealt a heavy blow to the Confederate Army, which never fully recovered its strength. The aftermath of the battle was harrowing. The town of Gettysburg was left devastated, with thousands of dead and wounded soldiers. Civilians and soldiers alike faced the grim task of caring for the injured and burying the dead. In November 1863, President Abraham Lincoln visited Gettysburg to dedicate the soldiers' national cemetery. It was here that he delivered his famous Gettysburg Address, a short but profound speech that redefined the purpose of the war, emphasizing national unity, freedom, and democracy. Lincoln's words, "That government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth," have since become immortalized in American history. Today, Gettysburg National Military Park stands as a testament to the sacrifices made during the battle. It serves as a place of remembrance and education, allowing visitors to walk the grounds where soldiers fought and died, and to reflect on the profound impact of this pivotal moment in American history. And that's a wrap on our exploration of the Battle of Gettysburg. From the events leading up to the battle, the key moments and figures during the fight, to the lasting impact it had on our nation, we've covered a lot of ground. Join us next time as we continue to uncover more fascinating stories from U.S. history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with our latest episodes. Thanks for watching U.S. History Highlights Studio. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep the spirit of history alive.